So what would be your worst career advice you have? Go to India, but don't get married. You feel unpaid.
So, hello everyone, welcome back to our Spotlight Conversations. We are your host Amrita
Swarnadeep.
and today's episode is not just another discussion, it's a conversation about happiness. In a world where success is often measured by achievements, today we'll pause to explore what truly matters. And to guide us through this, we are honored to welcome Dr. Nitin Arora,
Thank
a
you.
distinguished leader from Amity University, whose work bridges between education, research, and corporate learnings through the lenses of science of happiness. So we are pleased to have you with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. And it's a privilege to be here talking to the young students and actually Sri University.
So to begin this session, we will start with your journey. So you have had a remarkable journey from chemical engineering to becoming a leading voice in science of happiness. So can you take us back to the pivotal moment when you decided to make this shift?
First of all, the journey has to be an adventure. Journey has to be a kind of path breaking, or you say exploring kind of a thing. So after my 12th, I was in Delhi. So I got a chance to explore. You can say I was first in the Delhi to get the number one seat of engineering. So that was my first, you can say, pivotal movement. If that thing wouldn't happen, I wouldn't have left Delhi. So when I went to Baroda, I was in MS University of Baroda. So I did my chemical engineering. But yes, as you say, as your mind grows, your interest changes. Yes. And then I moved on from, means in that time we used to have tech people and the business people as the best combo. We used to think that. So I moved with the flow and I thought let us move with the management side, and I moved to Indore. It was IMS. It was you can say Devi Ahilya University of Indore. From there, you can say again my journey moved on from management level. Then I joined the faculty at Amity University back in 2007, I think so. Then I moved on to, you can say, American universities. So I had worked with NYIT, it is New York Institute of Technology. I also worked in Arab universities. It was Talal Abu Bataleh University. I have been in Jordan, Bahrain, and then these universities. When I came back to India, one of the reason was my baby was born. Okay. So that was the first reason that I came back to India. But in short, if I want to cut the story short, I want to just say that happiness was my project. Okay. So you can say as a faculty in all universities, we always have to bring some projects, which are funded projects. So everybody have their own projects. I got my happiness project. So Amity University tied up with a foundation, and then we got the funding, and then we got a big support, and the idea was accepted. So that was the pivotal movement. So my interest, I was in the area of HR only. So HR ka niche area is happiness, because HR means keeping employees retention and all that. Yes. And nothing can keep the employees but their happiness. If the employees are not happy, they will be here. If students are not happy in the campus, they will leave the campus. Similarly, the happiness project was initiated at that 4 years back. It was Corona time. So in Corona time, we were working on just basic ideas ke how to get the oxygen cylinder for the patients of Amity University, or even I was leading that. So us samay we have no clue okay, we will have happiness center or no. But the idea was to spread happiness, well-being. That was the idea. So from वहाँ से शुरू हुआ idea of serving the people in the campus, and with God's blessing, as we say, when you are doing good, God supports, everybody supports. We got this project, and since then 4 years have been passed on, and we started this small journey kind of. This is how the things keep changing.
Okay, so that was very insightful. On building on that journey, you have taught and worked across multiple countries, including India, Mexico, Jordan, Bahrain, the UK, and Singapore. So, how did this different culture shape your understanding of happiness?
Hmm. Since if you are young, you should travel multiple places, multiple locations, because you will get insights of different people. Basic remain is intelligent people will be all across, so is non-intelligent people also. So that is one. But then it will humble you down. As you grow in intelligence, humbleness also grows. If somebody is not, there is a little bit of tight intelligence. We can say arrogance or that, but then tight intelligence with more control. As you go higher and higher, so I observe whether you were in teaching in Jordan or Bahrain, or I have been to few projects in London and Singapore from Amity University. I observe that higher the personality of the, you can say higher the level of intellect, the humbleness is also high. So that is one. So I have taught students in American University in a garden also. I have taught near swimming pool also, and that kind of, and we have eaten together in a classroom. Students are served food in the classroom. I have seen students having smoking breaks. Like we have a lunch breaks, we have a smoking break at American universities. So different cultures are there. So we have to learn to accept that. But if you have not seen multiple cultures, you will not accept multiple things happening in front of you, because what is changing around you is not the individual, but the air of culture. It changes. So if you have seen a lot, you will accept fast. That was the idea.
So that was great. For someone listening who feels stuck or unsure about their career path, what advice would you give based on your own transformation?
So if you are stuck, in my language, I always say you are stuck in a body, or you're stuck in a mind or a logic or an emotion. If you're stuck in a body, you need a hammer. Again, if you can't wake up in the morning, you need somebody to throw cold water, because that's a body problem. Na?
Yes.
If you are stuck up in a mind, it means you are not creative. You need to be with creative people more. You have to see the passion and the fire in the eyes of the people who are very passionate. Unless you see the outcome of a creative person, you will not get inspired. And in case you have a heartbreak or you have some other issues, some emotional issues, then you need to learn to move on, because निकल गई गाड़ी वो, अब नेक्स्ट गाड़ी में बैठना पड़ेगा. You cannot wait for the car, it is gone now. So I have to just say, can you see somebody who is better than you?
Okay.
In that situation, who is not stuck? If you're stuck in the body, see somebody who has great fitness. See Virat Kohli, see everybody else who has great fitness. Even ladies also have great fit bodies. So get inspired by them, meet them, call them, say hello to them. Even talking to them will just inspire you.
Yes.
That is what. Be a better person.
So, sir, we just heard that you are a professor of happiness. So let's start from the basics.
Okay.
Like, what exactly is science of happiness?
When I say science of happiness, basically at the ground level, at the very body level, you have a brain. So all those who are neuroscientists, they all know brain is designed not to take any danger. It is designed to keep your body safe. ये आपका बॉडी गार्ड है. Brain is your bodyguard. So if you want to try something new, this brain resists. That is why any new habit, any new challenges will be difficult, because the brain don't want you to be in uncomfortable position. They want you to be very comfortable. If you love to sleep, why to wake up in the morning? The brain says relax, comfort, कंबल अच्छा है, तकिया अच्छा है, सोते रहो. Because brain want this body to be safe. So we have a primitive brain at the very basic level, which we says keep this body safe. But then, as we want this in our culture, even Sri Ravi University or all cultures, we taught only one thing: okay, you are not the body, you are a mind. So mind controls the body, and then there is something called as intellect, which controls the mind, and there is something called as atma, which controls the intellect also.
Yes.
So unless you are aware of these four levels, so when I say science of happiness, we talk about all the four levels. It keep the body fit, because the body is the hardware. Understand the brain has limitations. So you have to train the brain through some brain games. So we have something called as brain plasticity, something like that. But we say that. But then, if you want at a science of happiness, learn the tricks, or you can say tips and tricks, how to control the brain, how to sharpen your mind, and how to trick your emotion. Now, if I want to give you a quick activity for all of you, or maybe you can try, just start thinking of something very bad in your life. Start thinking and just intensely focus on what is very bad in your life, what happened in your life, very negative or something. A smile won't come on your face. But if I say start thinking of very positive in your life, what was joyful in your life, eyes will have a spark, your lips will have a spark. So it means the body is controlled by what you think. So that is the role of our mind, like a driver, doing like a Google driver. When you type on a Google search engine, it can go this way, it can go this, depending on what you type. That is mind. So if you can tell the mind what to see, the body will see that. If you want to take a revenge to somebody, you will have to uh, think very hard on somebody. But if you want to be with soft somebody, you have a date with somebody, you want to go to meet Prime Minister Modi or even your Gurudev, little softness comes inside you. So what is the driving you are doing with your body through the mind, and that will move it.
So, as you said, you might be knowing that we also have the art of living facilities
Right.
all over the world. So, how do you differentiate from the science of happiness from the art of living?
Science of happiness, I don't want to say science of happiness is uh, a spiritual one, because if I say art of living is managed by a guru,
Yes, yes,
that is one.
yes,
uh, जितने बोलते हैं ना कि we have in India Navratna.
yes.
So Navratna are the 9 organizations which serve India. So similarly, science of happiness is basically a tool for a guru
Okay.
who just says, कि, okay, do this, keep a focus on here and there.
Oh.
So science of happiness, what you all are doing under Sri Ravi Shankar ji, that is awesome. That is always divine. But then science of happiness is basically a educational tool,
Okay.
so that they're aware of that. Because if I request, कि माफ कीजिएगा, गुरुजी अगर मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूं कि प्लीज कम टू एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी एंड टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, and for all universities very difficult, because even to manage one and then one set of countries what is
Yes,
going
yes.
on. So just we have gained something from the science of happiness, means all the scriptures are there. So somebody has to boil down to some practices.
Okay.
But we are not saying that we have Sudarshan Kriya of our own like you all have.
Yes, yes.
We don't have such spiritual practices that we have. We are just learning, we are calling from different organizations. We have recently, yesterday was World Meditation Day.
Yes, yes.
So we had done for 2 days. On the very first day, we called up from Art of Living only. So we called up experts from Art of Living to teach students of happiness what is meditations and all. So we call different people to teach us. So this is how we collaborate. So you can say we are the Ola of happiness. So we cannot own anything, but we invite everybody to help us.
Okay. Okay, sir. That's very like mind-boggling.
So the Ola and Uber of happiness, something like that. They don't own any car. So you have Guruji, you have your own vehicle. We don't have a vehicle. So we request, please come and help our students. That's all.
So that was very insightful. Among your many research publications, was there any finding that truly surprised you or challenged common beliefs?
Recently, one of my scholar and we did a PhD paper, a research paper, and she was my PhD scholar. So the topic we decided was very specific. If you are not emotionally intelligent, that means you are not happy. You have to be emotionally intelligent to be happy. That was the title. We bang down on the title, getting you like this punchline only, so that people understand the very message. Because most people, what they do when they read a paper, na, oh, this title, kaun padega isko? Who want to read this? So we have to ensure that title has to be too much clear, so that the moment they read it, they want to read it. So we always find out this. I give you one example. 90%, or you can say more, many leaders on top, you will find they're ruthless. Do you know why? Can you think on why?
So,
Anybody want to think? Even camera people want to think. Why people are ruthless on top level? Most of the companies, most
the
corporate,
pressure, I guess.
or they should not show emotions. One of the reason I found out was as somebody has somebody has grown up at a very top level, they have done the groundwork on their own. So if they have done groundwork on their own, so they know it is possible, it can be done. So they will not give you a helping hand. They want you to pass through that tough phase,
Yes.
so that become a leader. So this might look little odd, but they are smart people. They want you to become future leaders. So they will not help you fully till you grind and till you rewind and till you mind and then you grow. So this is how the idea grows is that you have to be emotionally intelligent, not sensitive. Oh, मेरा बच्चा रो रहा है, मैं जाके उठा लूं. He can't do it. I'll help. No, no, no. Stand up, move. That's all. I will not give you my hand.
That's fascinating. So, my next question is, do you see happiness as a destination we reach or a skill that can be developed over time? And why?
So first of all, the word happiness word come from the word happen. You can say happen is a kind of a word which means is accidental choice, kind of a thing. So there is a punchline. Uh, what makes you happy, the journey or the destination? And the best answer that I have come across is it is neither the journey, neither the destination. It is the companionship. आपके साथ में कौन चल रहा है? That makes you happy. So in that context, if you want to say your question, so it is whom you are walking along. If you are walking in Sri Ravi Shankar University, your happiness means your companions are faculty like them who are in this. That is your happiness going on. So companionship. Who is walking along with you?
Sir, could you share a moment when cultural misunderstanding taught you an lesson about leadership?
Cultural misunderstanding. Talk about leadership.
Yes.
Uh, okay. Few funny examples. I was in that American university, and I think I was the one or two Indians in that university of NYIT. So I was very young. I was very young. So look at the way how they handle. And this is a little personal movement I'm telling you. I joined American University when I was not married, and I had just joined, and I was about to get married after joining in 3 months. So the moment I landed there, uh, after 1 month, I applied for a 1 month leave. Yeah, I want a 1 month leave for my marriage. My boss called me, come in my office. I said, okay. So then I said, okay, sir, I want to apply for a 1 month leave. Yes, we called you for that. Uh, ऐसा करो. Then they said, we will give you 3 month leave. Go to India, but don't get married. I said, sir, what is this kind of a thing? He said, then he was laughing. So then there were other faculty also, and they asked me a one question. Do you know what is marriage? I said, marriage means uh, friendship, love, care. He said, all nonsense. This is not. I said, what is then marriage? Marriage means 24/7 duty unpaid. 24/7 duty unpaid. Now, why I'm trying to say this is if somebody is applying for a leave in India and if the boss says no, I have seen a case in India also. The employee asks for a leave for a marriage.
Yes.
The boss says, I can't give you the leave for the marriage. He says, the lady says, sir, don't worry. Till morning till afternoon, I'm free. I'll be making up whatever, but I'll do the work on laptop. And then in the next 1/3 time, I will be just in the mandap only. I will do a laptop. So point is, there is one leader who is jovial, humor. and can little support you in the personal moments. And there are some moments even you have a broken leg, students coming in the college, no attendance. Then something happens, no leave. So there are some organizations too tight, some are okay. So these are the different cultures. So different cultures will say a leader can manage. One example I still remember, the one lady was having some issue, and my teacher told me this. She was in US. So my teacher, who was from Stanford, he said ke, I was working in a company and I saw a 25-year-old girl early morning 9 o'clock very upset, and he asked what happened, beta, why you were upset. So she said my husband died last night. Then the professor said, but why you are in the college right now, 8 o'clock in the morning? She said, my boss said, if I don't come today, I'll be fired. So these are different cultures. So some leaders will manage. They will keep a substitute for you, but they will appreciate your personal levels. Some will not. So I thought, let us be so disciplined. If somebody needs some support, we can manage. But we should not be so indisciplined because of one person, the whole system crashes. So that is one understanding.
Oh, okay, sir. Sir, that was nice to hear. So, if you are consulting for a toxic workplace culture, what would be the first three interventions you would recommend?
I love Elon Musk, number one. Whenever he does any meeting, he just says one thing. Anybody who want to come to the meeting, he has to contribute. Okay. If he can't contribute, yes, don't come to the meeting. And if you don't come in 3 meetings, you are fired. This is one. And then second one, he says, every day morning, when you come into a college or in a company, have you come with a positive mindset or a negative mindset? So he says the language of vectors. If I'm going like a rocket, all my employees should be vectors moving up. But if I find somebody going wrong, I have to first ask him what is the issue, because as you go more competitive, as you go in a more risk business, you have to reward somebody who is more eccentric. Yes. Because he might be getting a new idea which I can't think. So I have to first check whether he is going against me because of a good reason or a bad reason. So you have to spot that. So first is the meetings, because meetings are very boring. So those which are meeting boring, can you make it more useful? Number two, can you spot the employees who can make my business more competitive? They might look eccentric, but they might do something better also. And third is always uh, be grounded. So I have seen employees, they got a salary for 6 lakh. On the very first day, they get a Thar, 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs. हमने कहा, why you want? So he said, I got a job. I got a job. So salary, how much? 6 lakh. Thar, 20 lakhs. So you have sold your 4 years of salary in the day one. So Elon Musk says, I seen his child wearing shoes for rupees 300 rupees shoes. So it was asked, sir, you are a billionaire. How come this your child 300? He said, I focus not on the shoes. I focus on hair. So third point is always, can you value somebody who has ideas? Yes.
Oh, okay, sir. I got you. So, how should organizations balance performance pressures with employee well-being? Like, is there any kind of trade-off?
I tell you a story. There were two woodcutters. They were given, I suppose this is the jungle, and I have two woodcutters, you and you, right? And I give you one axe, and I say you have 8 hours to cut the wood. So suppose you cut 20 woods or 20 trees, and you are able to cut only four. So who is more performing? But the secret was when we asked, how come the same with the same axe, how come you cut 20 and how come you cut 5? And the answer was given by the woodcutter was, after every 30 minutes, I sharpen my axe again. This person was using the same axe again and again without sharpening it again and again. So those who are highly performing, they must be doing something to sharpen their mind and ideas frequently. They are focusing on their own self. And I'm sure students here are doing something which is sharpening their mind and being that will sharpen their X. So if you perform pressure, it means your X is getting blunt. Sharpen it up.
Amita, you can take over.
So my next question is, how do you teach resilience, which is so important for happiness, to a generation that often seeks instant gratification?
So let me give you some timelines. Corona was the time. During that time, resilience was required because resilience means to bounce back.
Yes.
So when you have to bounce back, you have to first fall down. So if you remember, in the Corona time, many universities, many companies have to throw their employees out. Many people lost their lives. That was a time when people were falling down. So they have to bounce back. But now, when I say resilience, simple point is even the doctor says that those who are having the strong willpower, they can get back faster from the medical disease. Those who don't have a willpower, they can't come back.
Yes, yes.
So now, if you want to teach resilience in classroom, you cannot teach a rich man poverty. I give you, I always give examples. So a teacher said in the class, write an essay on a poor person. So it was a rich university. A question was, write an essay on the poor person. So the most common answer was like that. I had four poor servant in my home, and those four poor servant have four poor Mercedes, and those four poor person has just four bedroom apartment only, and those four poor person servant, they have a salary only of 1 CR only. So for the super rich, this is poverty.
Yes.
I still was in a shock when I was in Jordan. I called up the plumber. कि नलका खराब हो गया है. Get the plumber. He came in Mercedes. The plumber comes in Mercedes. So I said, what is going on here? So that is the power. We are poor person. Plumber है वो. So such for the example of resilience. Resilience, somebody has to fall down. So McDonald in India is a party location.
Yes.
But you should not take an American to McDonald's. It's a poor man party. So don't take an American to McDonald's. They will think I'm so poor. I'm going to McD for $1 food. No, no, no. I go to fine dine restaurants. But here it is high.
Yes.
So you cannot teach resilience somebody who has not fallen down. So in today's generation, almost the level of success is very high. So unless somebody have a heartbreak, don't teach him how to recover. He's enjoying his friendship till he has a breakup. Only then teach. So it is a very specific thing. You have to first spot who has fallen down and does he want to come back or no. So first check he's fallen down. Second, he has a willpower. Then find a better example for him. Or you get the perspective.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Continuing with students and leadership, for someone who wants to become a leader, people want to follow, not have to follow. So, what advice would you give?
People have to follow.
Not people have to follow, but
They
people
don't
want to follow.
Okay.
not have.
So the only way a leader people want to follow is very simple. He has to be a kind of a invisible air, very useful, but no expectations at the second time. A business leader will have expectations, which is like I give you rupees one, you give me 10. But in a otherwise the air, like if I say a divine guru or a divine leader or divine tan, he will give you 100 and he will be happy even if you get one, if you can do one, because the way he is about to give you can't pay back. So the leader whom people want to follow, the people have to just see, even if I lay down my life for this person, can I even do this much justice for him, what he has done for me? So the leader has to fall in love with your followers more than a follower falling in love with a leader. It's vice versa. Mother, you can't pay back. Father, mother, you can't pay back because they have done so much. Even if I say, Mama, Mother's Day card, what is Mother's Day card? What you have done Mother's Day card? Or get lost from here. So you can't pay back. So in that case, when you can't pay back, but you still don't want to leave it, you are onto the track.
On a very practical note, for a student listening right now who wants to start their happiness journey today, not tomorrow. So, what should be the first step?
First step should be always a last step. When I say the last step, now just can you imagine what is the last thing you want in your life? If you want to be rich, behave like a rich man. If you want to be wise, behave like a wise man now. So, whatever you want to be happy, can you just smile now? Can you just laugh now? Can you just help somebody now? Whatever you have to do, do it now, and then that will बोलते हैं कि future comes from the moment. So whatever you do in the moment, that will ripen up, that will grow faster. So whatever you want, be now. You can smile now, right? You can laugh now, you can dance now, but do something now. Yes, sir. Can you all dance now? You see, they are smiling now, right?
Before we move ahead, so you have authored books like Consciousness Pebbles and Consciousness Puzzles. If readers take away just one idea from your work, what would you want it to be?
Hmm. My first book was Pebbles.
Yes.
So pebble means experiences. Suppose this is a body. You are a collection of millions experience already. So those experiences are stored inside you. So I have said in that one book was first book was you have a journey from sleeping individual called multi-visual. Then you have to collect experiences to awaken from three locations: your family, your friends, and your teachers.
Yes.
These three are the, you can say, the source of experiences from for you. Once you are able to collect pebbles, pebbles means experiences, good, wise, bad, whatever, just collect, and can you process it? Can you process everything what you have learned from the teacher? Can you process the love of your mom? Can you process the casualness of your friends? If you can process, you become an angel. So that was the whole process. Okay, and meditation is the tool which will help you process. Just like now we have probiotics.
Yes.
So probiotics is good for gut health. Similarly, to process all the experiences, you need meditation to process every damn thing. So because that is a catalytic agent which can process everything, you can have a Windows, and then you have a software on that. So Windows can process all software around that. So meditation is kind of you can say a process in which you can absorb, meld all experiences, and you grow wise in that language. So that is one lesson. Okay, don't think any experiences that you are having will be worthless. You can process everything, you can assimilate everything, and maybe you can transform into an angel.
Sir, now we'll be having a rapid fire round.
Oh, wonderful. I love that.
So, Amrita, you go first.
So, our first question is three evidence based habits that you can increase happiness within 30 days.
Three evidence. So one is you have to practice visualization, positive one, because the what you visualize will happen. What will you visualize? It will make things happen faster. Number one, visualization. Number two is what companions you have around. Do you have negative people around, or do you have positive people around? Those who are positive, they will help you achieve things faster. So maybe happiness is one. And third is what is the life of gratitude that you are living. Whatever you gain in your life, whatever you achieve in your life, are you thankful to the God? Ke God, whatever happened to me because of I don't deserve it, but I still got that. So if this is the science also, those who are thankful people, they are able to hold things more. Those who are thankless people, they can't hold things. So three things.
Okay. So, like as in Gingy's terms, three red flags that indicate organization is going towards a burnout and unhappiness.
One, silence of organization. You want to ask something, people are just silent. This is one toxic sign. Second is the promotion is given to somebody who is, you can say, not a
Undeserving.
undeserving one. That is one.
Yes.
That is second one sign ke the deserving people are leaving and undeserving are staying. That is a sign. Number three is always how the customers respond to the organization. Are the customer will always appreciate one thing. What is the why of the organization? What is the why means? Why this organization exists? What is the purpose organization? People will value purpose. So fad and fashion will come and go, but purpose will remain strong. So three things.
The next question is best career advice you have ever received.
Best career advice I have ever received. Uh, okay, I tell you my first day. I was in Punjab. My first job. I was in Rayat and Bhara University in Punjab. So I was in a hostel and I had to leave the means I had to move from my room to the classroom the first day. I called up my teacher and I said, sir, I'm going to my first class ever. I want your blessings and then I will leave. So he said, understand one thing, in your classroom there will be various people of different ages, maybe higher than you or lower than you. So you don't have to get obsessed or embarrassed or fearful by looking at the face of anybody. You have to keep the focus within of the knowledge you have, and you can handle everyone outside. Just focus on inside what you know. And if you don't know, tell I don't know, come back to you. But whatever you know, just focus on that. Don't look, oh मुझसे बड़ा है, मुझसे छोटा है, ये बेवकूफ है, बहुत समझदार होगा. Don't have opinions. Okay. So that's something everybody needs to learn early in their careers. My first day was that. Yes. So what would be your worst career advice you have ever received? Worst career advice. ये तुमसे नहीं होगा. ये तुमसे नहीं होगा. तुम तो ये कर ही नहीं पाओगे. तुम जैसे 36 आए 36 गए. So kind of a thing कि मतलब ये तुम्हारे बस की बात नहीं है. So you just leave it. And that was the worst one because I'm the best in that.
Okay, one book every aspiring leader must read.
There are different kind of leaders, so something that you would personally suggest. I will say create your own book. Don't follow any book. There are hundreds of books. Even if I say stay foolish, stay hungry, this is one. Even if I want to say the spiritual books, Bhagavad Gita, which even leaders says, okay, the best book you can read is Bhagavad Gita. That is okay. But then my answer to the question would be most people are looking for answers in the book, right? Yes. To get the best response. But then the idea is that you know only what questions you have yourself answered. So first is what questions you have, your original questions, and find the answers for that question. That's all. And just write that formula mantra in your book. That should be your book. So Pebbles was my first book. Whatever I questioned, I answered and wrote there. That's all. Will be for sure reading it. If you aren't in academics, what would you be doing? I got admission in medical. Oh. So, but I dropped the medical to join engineering. So I was in Delhi. I got admission medical also, top there also. But then I said no. All doctors are family. I don't want doctors again. I went to engineering.
Okay, the biggest leadership mistake you have ever made.
Uh, Trust should be double check. Yani if you trust your team, that is okay. But you have to know the timelines and the borders or the boundaries and make sure that nobody cross that boundary which is little uncomfortable. So trust is okay, but in trust the betrayal happens. So keep the trust check also in check little bit. One habit you are trying to build right now. The habit I'm currently trying to build is, if I want to say that, we are building a, if I say on a personal level and then I will say other one also. Currently we are working on a small project where we want to build the habits of my students using a chatbot. Okay. So we are building something on that. Okay, there will be a reminder to you every time whatever goal you set in your mind. सुबह उठना था, alarm बजेगा, उठो, दोबारा उठो. Friend will call you back at the same time. So pressure from different things to achieve your goal. So you cannot achieve a goal or a habit unless somebody reminds you, force you, and lifts you up. So if for a personal level, yes, I joined dance, but then I couldn't make it up. I joined with the love of my daughter. They were joining dance sessions. पापा आप भी चलो, तो हमने कहा हम ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं. तो हमने ज्वाइन किया, 2 महीने किया, फिर then I backed out. I said no, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा
So as students, we would be needing that subscription from you about the chatbot.
है. करेंगे पक्के से.
Sir, let's end this session with my last question. What brings you to the most happiness in this phase of your life?
हाँ. So what brings happiness to me as a happiness professor? Uh, when we started our happiness journey in the university, we had 6 students. Now we had 3,000 students taking happiness courses. So the university has around 40K students, but then these are students are taking happiness courses every year. So, and within the constraints, with the blessings of our honorable founder president, our honorable chancellor Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, we were able to do it. Our honorable vice chancellor ma'am, Dr. Balvinder Shukla ma'am, she was kind enough to support the system, and then this is how we were able to achieve. So I found that if you have a bigger goal, people support you. But if you have no goal, no one supports you because no one knows the way to support. Yes. Kind of a thing. So you should have a goal. Let your neck stick out. Be visible. Okay, he want to do it. Okay, help him. But if everybody is on the same, if this is all the thing, nobody sticks out. How way to find way to support where? Somebody has to move up.
Um, so, so our last question to you for today is, what message would you like to share with students, professionals, and leaders listening to us today?
Hmm. अभी मैं इतना ओल्ड हुआ नहीं हूँ कि I want to give a final message. I would just like to say only one thing. Can you increase the happiness of your own self? Can you be selfish like a tree? Before giving the fruits, don't let anyone touch you. If the tree has the potential to give flowers and the fruits, it will be selfish. Once it has bear the fruits and the flowers, now be unselfish. So don't be unselfish before you are fully selfish. Once you have the shadow, once you have the green leaves, and you can do something for someone, till then be selfish. So till you can give somebody power, until then stay powerful. Then you can gain the power, and then you can give somebody a power. But don't reverse. Don't reverse. Don't be kind till you are rich. Means kind of a
Yes.
thing. Internal rich. Otherwise, थक जाओगे.
Yes. So that's great. So let's end our session. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your time, wisdom, and insights with us. This conversation has truly given us a lot to reflect on.
And to everyone listening, thank you for being a part of this conversation with us. This is Amrita along with
Swarnadeep.
signing off from Spotlight Faculty of Management, Shri Shri University. Until next time, stay mindful, stay kind, and stay happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for handling all the
Thank
questions. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.